Hi! This is Math 7 Notes for Lesson 7-5, Area and Perimeter of Complex Figures. Example number 2, last in one, I don't even know. So again, we have a complex shape, two regular shapes smushed together to give us a complex shape. Asking us to find the area and perimeter again. Telling us a very, very important piece of information right there. Remember, reading. Math is all about reading these days. A rhombus we have for the bottom shape. You should be thinking in your brain, what do you know about rhombuses? Rhombi, I think, is the plural instead. But, okay, so a rhombus, maybe you're remembering or looking up in your notes from the other day that a rhombus has 4 equal sides. And luckily for you, even if you didn't remember that a rhombus had 4 equal sides, they do tell you that actually in the diagram. Remember once upon a time ago, we talked about those hash marks back in, I think, 7-4 or 3, can't remember which. Those congruent hash marks, remember congruent, fancy word for equal, mean that all 4 of those sides are the same. So right away in my diagram, I'm going to make my life easy here, and I'm just going to label all 4 of these sides with the 28 that I know that it is. Okay, so I mean, we're on that rhombus. Why don't we just keep going with a rhombus? If I'm talking about a rhombus, what area formula do we have for a rhombus? Again, looking it up if you're not sure, remember? So area formula for a rhombus, it's a parallelogram. So it's just a base times height or length times width. So my base, looking at my rhombus, my base is 28. Ooh, and a rhombus has 4 equal sides, so the height has to be 28 also. No! Remember, that height, when you go to the doctor, you are not slanted. That is not the height. The height is that 9.1, that straight up and down height there. That is my height. That 9.1 is the height. So now we can calculate that area. 28 times the 9.1 is going to give us a rhombus area of 254.8 inches right there. A little IN snuck in there. So that would be inches squared. But that is not the entire area because we need to find both pieces. We need to do that rhombus and we need to add it to the other shape, which is a triangle. So, yeah, my life. So, what is going in your head about the area formula for a triangle? Hopefully you're remembering or you're looking it up that your area formula for a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So remember, in for 1/2, if we don't like fractions because they're scary, we can put that 0.5 in there instead. And now looking at my triangle, my base of my triangle from here to here, well, we already discovered that that was 28, thanks to what we know about rhombuses, or those congruent markings. And again, careful here with my height. That height of my triangle is that 10.5. So 0.5 times the 28 times the 10.5, and you can plug that all right in your calculator if you're using the decimal, gives us an area of, 147 inches squared. But again, not done because I need to add those together to get my total area of 147 plus the 254.8 gives us 401 8/10 inches squared. Ba-boom! But, of course, we still aren't done because we have to talk about and look at that perimeter next. Swoop. So perimeter, like we said, is adding all those outsides. So I'm going to clear out my drawing here. And I'm going to focus on the outsides pieces. Re-get my highlighter. So starting with my perimeter, I'm going to use blue. P is going to be equal to, first side I've got is 28, 28, 28 plus 28. And instead of adding that 28, I'm going to notice that they're telling me that entire thing is 46. So instead of adding 28, I'm just going to put 46 there instead of the 28. Huh, what are we noticing is happening here? I cannot find this perimeter here. I've got that 28. I've got that 28. I've got my entire, well, I mean, we could figure out 46 minus 28 would make that, I don't need to do this math in my head, poor brain, 18. But either way, still 46. Either way, still can't find this perimeter because I'm missing this side length. I'm missing that side length. So we cannot find the perimeter. Trick question. All right. I think that is a day. Bon voyage, wonderful children.